what do you guys want to see this game? I'd be quite keen to see a team up. Haven't seen that in a long time, so hopefully one of these two teams will oblige me.
Alright guys, and I am back.
Cool. And we'd see Cassidy banned out again straight away, and Zed banned. And that Zac is actually banned out. I've heard he's very, very strong at the moment in the jungle.
He is, as well as in the top lane. He's pretty unstoppable. Yeah. So, for everyone that's just joined us, welcome back to Oceanic Gaming's Mortondshort's Silver Surfer Tournament. So Mortondshort, or Daniel Morton, is the brains behind this endeavor, and Oceanic Gaming is backing him with administration and event facilitation, which is what we do best. I'm OCG Wait For It, and I'm co-casting with Roguefire, top laner from PFF. And how are you going, man? If we've lost you for a second, that's alright. Do you mean Silver Smurfers? We're on a trust system. These are Australians and New Zealand players, so they are trustworthy. They are my people. So we believe. We have faith. We also check all the accounts that signed up.
We have a
little bit of issue with your mic?
Yep. It's all good now again.
Awesome, fantastic. So how are you going, man? You enjoying this tournament so far?
I am. I've actually really enjoyed the game so far. Had a little bit of rough start this morning, as I was out a little bit late last night, but it's all good now. Had my V, had my Coke.
Yeah, bro, that's where I just came back from. Got myself a coffee, ready to start this up again.
Cool, and we see Starmie is the one odd man out on Team DuG there. One person who's not ripping his team pride in the name.
Oh no, Team DuG have a substitute player. Alright, that's okay though. We have faith in Starmie. He'll do well. Alright, so Nami's been picked up, very strong support at the moment. Some would say even OP. Her Aqua Prison did recently get fixed. It was lasting slightly longer than intended, so it was lasting for 2 seconds when it's supposed to start for 1.5. So a nice change that they did pick up on that and did roll it back. Because I think she was picked or banned in like 100% of the games in solo queues, so...
Yeah, I knew she was overpowered. Like, I always hated that, getting hit by that little bubble, just lasting forever.
It really did last forever. Rammus is also being soft-locked, so interesting jungle.
And you have to wonder why, sort of, let that go through for so long. Like, an extra hop, like, no one has a 2 second stun these days, really, so... In my mind, that should have been hotfixed a little bit faster, but it's all good now.
Yeah, it's all right. So, Rammus has been locked in, just waiting for ganking her bush, the mid laner of the team, to pick their next champion. And it might be an Ahri again. We saw him play Ahri last game. Very effective, so it'll be cool to see it again, because we know that he can definitely play that champion to a good degree.
Indeed. We saw him do really well last game with it. So we do see a Rumble locked in. I always fear Rumble when I play top lane. I hate it so much. In fact, I ban it out quite a bit, just because it's one of those heroes that gets a little bit of AP and then just starts stomping you.
There's the terrible joke, and it's like, Rumble walks into a bar, there is no counter. And I feel it's almost true sometimes. Like, he is one of those champions, so it's like, I could play... Wait, who's good against Rumble? No one's good against Rumble. And yeah. Very irritating champion.
Particularly because my two mains are Elise and Nasus, so whenever I come up against a Rumble, I just cry myself to sleep.
Weep quietly in a corner. That's understandable reaction to the might of that yodel.
And we do see a J4 soft locked, so that's I actually quite like that pick. It means that it opens up, and they've just got a really almost strong wombo combo here. We see like you could have the Sona ult followed up by Varus ult, followed up by J4 in sort of any order. And of course all the burst damage on Lux there.
We see that was an Orianna.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been so strong.
That would have been so godly. But yeah, interesting pickup. I have not seen this in living memory really. Karma being softlocked as well. We could see some unconventional heroes coming out. I like
Karma
the
mid. Come on, do it. Karma mid. I'd love to see it. And we did actually see, although. The one actually, we're seeing a Grave locked in. Okay. The one thing we saw in that that Rumble in the Jungle tournament that Oceanic Gaming held recently, I was watching a little bit of that. I'm actually not too sold, and we do see that Ahri picked up actually. I'm actually not too sold on the Orianna with only one initiation, because we saw a team, I believe it was VGN. Might have been, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Team VGN though. They picked up that Orianna but they only had the J4 to initiate with it. And it seemed to me that the other team just played around. Team Noxious recognized the only initiate was at Ori Ball into J4, just played around it, and they didn't really have too good a time of it. As opposed to Team Noxious, when they played Ori themselves, they had like 2 or 3 ways to initiate. They had that Zac, they had someone else, I think Zac in jungle or top lane, and they just had, seemed to be 2 or 3 ways to get that Ori Ball into the middle of the other team.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. If you feel like you see the ball go into J4's head, and you're like, okay, we're not going to do anything risky for the next 30 seconds, and they just peel away. They can kite back, and they're just very wary that that potential is there for something very bad to happen. So,
and it's interesting to see Malphite picked up against Rumble here. I mean, I would think Malphite's going to have a tough time in top lane. He might try. I wouldn't be surprised if he picks up something like a Chalice, builds a little bit of AP just so he can try trade with that that Rumble a bit more. Because if he goes straight tank, I don't really see how he's going to be able to sort of outlast the Rumble, particularly because Rumble has no mana, of course.
yeah, and that's if Malphite is laning against the Rumble, and we're not going to see a lane swap or anything like that, he's going to have to run flat magic resist runes to help him survive early. And that actually hurts him a lot late game because he really benefits from running that scaling magic resistance. So he is more tanky late game. So it's going to be a hard lane for him, and he doesn't have any good decisions to make so far. So it'll be cool to see how this lane plays out.
And what are your thoughts on the bot lanes again? It seems to me Varus and Sona is a very strong bot lane, but Graves Nami again, I mean, just Nami in general is very strong at the moment, even after sort of hot fix. Well, not hot, just the fix in general.
Yep, I agree with you completely. Right, so the Wombo coming out from Varus and Sona at level 6 is superior, but if a bubble ever lands from Nami onto Sona, that is a dead Sona. Graves does have the burst to back that up. He's not taking an Ignite, neither is the Nami in fact, so there's no Ignites in the bot lane. 1 Ignite in the game. Oh, hang on, Rumble just changed to Ignite as well. Alright. So 2 teleports coming out from Team DuG, 2 Ignites, and 1 teleport rabbit coming out from W5. So it's going to be an interesting laning phase.
I really like the double teleport. I remember back in the day, back in PFF, we used to run that a little bit. Just it gives you so much potential, just to like turning a 2v2 into a 4v2, or just I don't know, top teleports down when it comes in. That's just cool in general. I mean, you do lose a little bit of kill potential having no ignites whatsoever. And also, I'd like to give a big shout out now to Mortondshort, just for Mortondshort. I've got that right. Yep, just for setting up this tournament in general for all you Silver players out there. We've got mad respect to you, and we've seen some really good games today.
Yeah, we have indeed.
So if you guys wondering where to send your love, send it to Morton. It's a good guy.
Yeah, man. Brains behind the scene. He's also admitting. He's in the chat channels, in the raid call, doing all that good stuff that comes with having a tournament. Alright, so we are in the 3-minute delay. It'll be interesting to see how the level 1 goes. I think that Ari and Nami have more kill potential level 1. Though it's very dependent on who catches who out. So it'll be cool to see if they run at each other and try and make anything happen, or if they sit back defensively and chill out. Yeah,
well, I mean, after the Sona changes, they changed the power chords to make it a little bit weaker early game, I think. Sona actually is one of the people's list's favorite champions, so he does play a lot of her. But you do lose a little bit of that sort of OP harass you used to have, but still a very strong laner.
Yeah, it is. I will spectate as soon as the game gets into it. Still showing it's in Champions League for me.
And actually, one thing we haven't mentioned is the teleport coming out on the Rammus there. That's kind of cool.
It's going to be a home guard teleport Rammus. He's going to start spinning, teleport in with like 10,000 move speed, and instantly gank someone. It's going to be so cool to see if he can pull it off. I've played a teleport Rammus before, and I can never get it quite right, so I hope this guy has a bigger chance than me.
Yep, and he does give up that flash there, so we'll see if that comebacks to haunt him, but I don't know. I think it is good for Blue Team to have at least one teleport against the double teleport on the Lux and the Malphite.
Yeah, I think that, Lux and Malphite are going to be able to go down and just turn ganks. They definitely have more global presence with the double teleport team comp. Ari does have really good roam, though, and I'd say much superior roam to Lux. So she can go down to bot lane and use that Spirit Dash to try to pick up some kills. So it's basically all about ward coverage and who gets there first and everything like that.
And I'm wondering here, what do you think about the jungle matchup here? Because it seems to me that Jarvan would be able to clear the jungle a little bit faster than Rammus.
Yeah, Rammus is traditionally not a very quick jungler at all. He doesn't have any AoE abilities apart from his ultimate, which you don't really want to use to clear a camp. So it's going to be more about ganks for him than anything else, I think. Securing those buffs and getting ganks.
Yep. And I'm going to give a big shout out to DuG Nooblet here, running my favourite Malphite skin, the Shamrock Malphite. Mad respect. We do see, we're just waiting on Taylor Swift here to connect. There we go. And Taylor Swift letting down the team by not having a skin. Nearly a full skin team.
Alright, and I will jump in and start spectating the game rather than watching this beautiful 720p stream.
Sweet as. And then what I'd like to see here from the Jarvan is I'd like to see him clear his bus quickly and head straight up to the top lane to try get his Malphite a little bit of a jump onto that Rumble. Because Rumble, he is strong, but I mean, level 1 or 2, he doesn't have a whole lot. I mean, he probably only have the slow, or I imagine he might go slow and 1 level of shield. But if he goes slow, his harpoon, electric harpoon, I think, or flame splitter. If he goes that level 2, there's really a chance for Jarvan just to go all in on him, pick up that kill.
Yeah, huge chance. I'm liking the skins coming out from these two teams. Riot Graves, a lot of those were given away at PAX. Very cool. Freylo Rammus, Foxfire Ari, Blight Crystal Varus, Arcade Sono, Imperial Rocks, and Shamrock Malphite. Shamrock Malphite is definitely his worst skin, but it's better than having no skin at all. I think Glacial Malphite is where it's at, man. That is one bad-ass skin. Alright, and the game has started. We're cool to see what these teams do level 1. I feel like they do have quite a bit of potential in one another. It looks like It looks like Sona has taken the extra points in greed for the extra gold. However, this Nami... Oh, no, the Nami has as well. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong champions as my overlay is not overlined just yet.
Alright, and we see the Rammus heading up there, probably just looking to protect his own blue buff. And we see Jarvan heading towards his blue, actually. So both teams having a fairly conservative start here. Which is fair enough. I mean, neither team really has that level 1 sort of kill. But I mean, we do have sort of Ari Charm plus Nami Bubble perhaps, but not really a whole lot going on. Nope, it looks like they're just going to descend, pick up their first buff quite safely. That's more beneficial for the Rammus than it is for the Jarvan. Rammus doesn't have that great clear, and if you take away a buff from him, he's going to have a hard time. He's one of those champions that if you shut him down, he really remains shut down. Like, barring a very successful gank in First Blood, he's not going to be able to come back into the game after that first buff. Do you think we might see a lane swap here even? I mean, just noticed Nami and Graves hanging along for a long time up in that by that blue buff.
Yeah, it could be the right decision. I would think that they'd lane swap against the Rumble, and instead of putting the Rumble into the 1v2, because Rumble's the stronger laner, so...
Yep, and just you know, a quick tip for you solo queue players out there: when it's always good to save your leveling up your first ability until your team knows what you're doing. Like by leveling up your first ability at Fountain, you're really just sort of hurting yourself. Like for example, like please don't want to call out Rammus, but I think he might have leveled up that W kind of early there. It just means if you do run into someone in the jungle, you sort of quickly level up your taunt and taunt someone. Whereas if you've already leveled it, you just are hurting yourself really.
Yeah, you're completely correct. Alright, so it looks like standard lane. No swaps being thrown about. DuG Seiko on Sona has already picked up a ward kill with that pink ward. I think it might have been a minute ward though. And we're seeing an early level 2 gank from DuG Taylor Swift on Jarvan. Nothing really comes because of it. Nice bubble onto the Jarvan and they just walk away.
Yeah, I suppose he's going for that early, kill, but I would have really preferred to see him pick up their red and go straight to top lane. So I just feel that like they never really had a strong kill potential there. At level, he was level 2, the other guys were level 1. I mean, at most he's going to burn a flash, but I would have liked to see him just try and burn down that red buff, hit straight to the top. But I don't know, we'll see what he does. And we see Jarvan just moves to pick up his wolves and holding on to this race. On Rabbit's actually going for very early gank on Lux there. Lux is in a lot of trouble. In fact, he's going to go down. That is first blood. So really nice play from that Rammus there. Just catching him off guard, I think. And Ari pops the land for charm. So, blue team's got to be happy with that. And the kill going onto the Ari as well, which is always nice. Like, you'd rather have the kill on your mid lane than your jungler.
Yeah, you would indeed. Very well played by Rammus. Just go double buff and stand right into middle. It's almost exactly what you want to do as jungler. Like, level 3 successful gank into first blood. And they're going to feel pretty happy about that.
Exactly. I mean, he did what I felt Jarvan should have done. He just rushed his buff and went straight for that sort of early gank and took him out. Yeah,
Jarvan made I'm not sure it was a misplay. Like, he provided an opportunity to try maybe get first blood on their bot lane, but unfortunately it didn't pan out for him, and he's only just now cleared his red buff, so...
And we see actually Ari heading top here, possibly going for an early game onto that Malphite. And that's going to be a world of pain for Malphite if he gets killed here.
Yeah, I think the three of them do have enough damage as well, and Rammus is spinning up. Malphite went in, I think this is going to be a dead Rammus. Charm is good, Taunt is good. Taking so much damage. I think they might get the kill. Rumble. Oh, their Rammus is actually picking it up.
So that red buff took him in? It didn't seem like you hit him at the very end.
It might have been the red buff that picked it up. Yeah, you're right. Maybe we're trying to give it to one of the laners. I know that Ignite did go down from the Rumble.
Yep, and that Malphite's going to be very, very unhappy with that. I mean, it's already a tough lane for him. And now that Rumble's just going to get a little bit of advantage over him.
Yeah, it's a 2-0 in favor of Team Mr. Briggs. And I should know the name of this. I'm sorry, guys. Let me look it up one more time. WangasWarriors5.
And then Nalmanzor and Rammus really making all the plays for his team there. He managed to pick up that first blood for his team and give it to Ari, and then a second gank up to the top lane. And this will go for this Lux again. Lux does have flash up actually. Didn't wait till last time, and no, he's gonna get away. But there we go, that's a 5-minute cooldown burn, so nice play by Rammus there. And
and
pick up the kill, and now he bounces off.
Yeah, nice arrow coming up from this Varus. Just slaps the Nami upside the head and does pick up the kill. And the first kill of the game is being given back to DuG.
And I'm not sure if it was intentional there, but he did actually save his arrow until that exhaust went down, just for like a little bit of extra damage. So, I don't know, nice play there.
Yeah, very nice play.
And that's good. I mean, red team really needed that kill to get back in the game, so I feel about that. And Rammus actually coming for another gank. And he's going to take out that ward. He takes out just in time. Just as that pink ward goes down, he managed to take out purple team's ward. So Sona's not going to be happy at all about that one.
No, they're not. That's one of the best feelings.
And Jarvan coming in for a gank, but Ari managed to land the turn. If we look at Rammus' build here, I've got to give him some mad respect. Going straight for those boots of swiftness, I really, really like that.
Yeah, considering that Malphite can slow him, Lux can slow him with Lucian Singularity, they have slows all around the table, so it's a good pickup to get those swiftness boots.
And we see a pause come out here.
It is coming out. The Jarvan is asking for the pause. It should be absolutely fine. This is why we run in-tournament drafts. So if players have issues or anything like that, they can do /pause, and they have 30 minutes of grace. However, we only use about 10 seconds, and we are having an unpause now.
And there we go, back into the game. So it's all sort of reasonably even. I mean, blue team is up 1 kill, but the gold's basically exactly even. I mean, 1 or 200 gold. And if we have a look at the individual gold totals now, we see that Rumble is about 100 gold up on the Rammus, up on the Malphite. Malphite won't be too upset by that because it is a tough lane for him. And Rammus is actually 500 gold up on that Jarvan, obviously from that kill he got plus the assist. And aside from that, it's fairly even. Apart, actually no, Varus has opened up a 500 gold lead down in bot lane, so nicely done by him there.
It is indeed, and Rumble is just dancing quite well in the top lane. I'm surprised that Malphite is actually keeping up. They have identical CS at the moment. So Rumble not being this unstoppable.
We see a teleport wow. Coming up with that Rammus there. Very nicely done, and that Varus, that's one dead Varus.
Yeah, nothing he could have done. That Rammus spanned so quickly.
And that's exactly as you said before the game started, that Rammus is going to go for that teleport home guard. That's what he did, and he gets the kill out of it. Well, an assist, but the team gets picked for the kill. And Rammus is just the impact player. He's been part of all 3 kills for W5.
Definitely showing off what we can do with that home guard teleport Rammus if you put your mind to it. And I'm liking it. Big plays coming out.
And sorry, And we see Rammus and Ari both rotating up towards top lane again. But I think he out by a ward there because we see Malphite just backing up.
Rumble using that Pimp Spitter is about to get a delicious wave of CS. I think he's going to pretty much pick up everything here. That's 11 or 12. Quite a lot of gold. He does have the equalizer up at the moment. I'm not sure he's going to use it unless they roam down for Dragon. And that's got good potential. Unfortunately, he has to walk down enough I can just teleport down. So slight advantage to him there.
Yep. And
600 gold lead for the blue team. That's just from the kills, I think. The CS is pretty even, so Rammus is definitely the defining factor here.
Definitely. And late game as well, that Rammus is quite a strong pick because if he gets that taunt off onto that Lux, Lux is just going to melt. And same thing with Sonar as well. We see Rammus just pick up his red there. Getting quite low, but he's just going to probably return to base and get out of there.
And Rumble just clearing the top wave. He's actually low HP. He hasn't gone back. And okay, I understand why he's having a hard time.
We see Jarvan coming in for a gank on this Rumble here, and Rumble could be in trouble. I mean, he does have a splash up, and he does just splash out of it. And he might be dead anyway. Nice flag pull from Jarvan there, and he gets the ult off. And Rumble doing very well to pick up that kill there. Jarvan's not going to be happy about that at all. Looks like they had that kill locked down, and then he just sort of trapped himself in. But they do manage to burn the Rumble flash, so there's one positive out of that.
Yeah, they do
that is still definitely worth it, I think. Oh, Rammus coming out there for the Malphite. The Malphite's very low and basically out of mana, so flash goes down, Rammus ults up.
Looks like they might counter that. This Ari is here. Fails the first attack. Gets the second one off. Doesn't actually get an assist. So she's going to be pretty sour about that. Rammus just powered out by himself. So well played.
Yep. No, it's not going to be too easy there, but I mean, the team still picks up the kill. But yeah, I mean, it's still worth it, I think, to pick up that kill, to trade sort of the Jarvan for that Rumble there, because Malphite really needed it. It's a shame he had to die there. He just sort of stuck around a little bit too long in lane. You see a little bit of fight going down on bot here. Sonar does have an ult up, I think. Yep, chooses not to use it.
Yep, and the CS is so even across the map. 66 to 68 in the bot lane for the 80 carries. 42 to 42 for the jungler and the Rumble. 51 to 77. So the Lux is pulling ahead of CS. Everyone else is so similar.
Yeah, but I think the goal would be roughly even in mid lane now. I mean, Ari did pick up that first flood, but Lux has picked up sort of, well, it's opened up 23 CS lead. And do you think we'll see sort of the one-more combo, the mini one-more combo come down from Varus and Sonar here? I feel like if that Sonar can land an ult on either of these players, they should be able to pick up a kill.
Oh my god, yes, especially on this Nami who's already half HP. I think the next dragon fight, or maybe the first dragon fight of this game, is going to be pretty game-changing. There is still a teleport on the Lux. Malphite used his to get back to lane after he did die to that Rammus gank, so he's not going to have it up for the next dragon fight, assuming it comes in a couple of minutes. And which is pretty standard.
I wonder if we're going to see blue team try and bait out a fight here, because Rammus has started up the Powerball, and red team doesn't have a ward down there, and he does come in. No, he just backs out. Oh well.
Just
one thing to note here as well is blue team does have like a lot better wards out than purple team at this point, I feel. Purple team, they don't have a ward in river, they don't have a ward in Tribush, they're basically blind in bot lane.
Yeah, they have one ward in the top lane, and that is it for their ward coverage. And that's definitely something they can improve on in future games. And it's making a difference right now. Blue team definitely have the map control, just from that ward coverage.
We see the gold is exactly even. So, quite interesting, because blue team is actually up 5 kills to 2, but I suppose that CS advantage from a lot because it's just helping them up, keep them again, and the Jarvan actually. But still, I think we can forgive Rammus losing out.
Yeah, we talked about it before that we felt like Rammus would be good at ganks, but very bad at clearing his jungle for CS. And we're witnessing it really. Jarvan already pulling ahead in CS. He did get a Wriggles Lantern. That's better objective control. He can solo Dragon, do his buffs very, very quickly. Gives him good clear speed all around. Don't see Wriggles too much, but I gotta say I like it as an item. I'm still a big old fan of the Wriggles, even after the change.
Yeah. I was gonna say a little bit unconventional getting that Wriggles. Standard build these days is just going for that Spirit of the Lizard Elder, I believe.
The Elder Golem, the HP one.
Oh yeah, Yep, sorry, that was... I want to say you've got the name wrong yet, but just for that House and Tenacity there. Well, apparently, some of the Korean Javans do like to go for that spirit of Blitz Zelda just for the extra kill potential, but not usual. You don't see it too often.
No, you don't. It recently went through a nerf as well, so I'm not sure how popular it is since that. Like, it lost some attack damage, lost some cooldown reduction now. And it was basically so that people in lane would stop picking it up.
We see a teleport coming down for the rabbits again. Nice. And he's really making really good use of that teleport. That's the second time he's picked up a kill. Oh, Malphite actually no! I spoke too soon. He ults out of that, so well played by Malphite there.
Yep, he just uses an unstoppable force to go out and is going to get away and home safe. So well played by Malphite, turning that gank on its head. And it's probably worth the unstoppable force cooldown, Ramus wastes his teleport, and Rumble wastes the equalizer, so good stuff, guys.
So they might be able to pressure top turret and possibly even get it out of this, so if they get that turret, they'll probably be pretty pleased with themselves.
Yeah, and I think Jarvan might be able to come and stop it if he gets a nice Damascus standard off. Interestingly enough, Jarvan's actually maxing his shield, so that is a huge shield at the moment. Like, really surprising around that.
Oh yeah, because do jungle Jarvans still tend to max that lance in jungle, or
they make it
actually Varus picking up kills up there on bot with that ult, and Sonar actually gets an ult off on the Graves. We see a teleport come down from the Lux, so if he can land a snare here, they should be able to pick up this kill. A nice arrow actually, can he land the ult? Can Lux land the ult here? And oh, he barriers out of it. Nicely played by Graves there, very nice play.
Very nice. Yeah. Nice arrow from Varus to set that up. And Ari's roaming down 1v3, getting onto this Lux. Collateral damage comes out, but it's slightly too far away, and it looks like Lux is going to go away. But I think she might have saved this tower by herself, so well played by the Ari.
Definitely. We see Lux actually hanging around here. Are they going to try something tricky, or no, it seems they're just going to back out? But yeah, as you say, I mean, saving that tower at 1v3 very strong. We see Dragon is still up, so I'm wondering if the fight's going to go down there at some point soon.
Yeah, you usually see the first Dragon around about the 15-minute mark, unless they're playing like LCS level players and they try to do it really early, or never at all. So we should be seeing it relatively soon. And I feel like the purple team definitely have an advantage with that huge wombo combo they're bringing in team fights from all their ultimates in a team fight around Dragon. So we're sort of see what happens.
Yep, and we see Malphite's actually gone for that catalyst. So what do you think? Are we going to see a Rod of Aiden there, or potentially that Banshee's Veil?
It could be the new Spectral Cowl. Does Banshee's Veil still out of Catalyst still? It is Catalyst and Spectral Cowl, that's right. So it could be a new Banshee's Veil that we're going to see.
Actually, Malphite lands that ult on there. Is it going to be followed up by Flagful by Jarvan? It is indeed. So the Damascus standard plus his glance is just going to manifest. Oh, and he flashes out. That's all has the Lux ult just missed. That's so unlucky for Red Team there. Like, literally, as Jarvan ulted him, he flashed out of it. So, good play all round, I suppose, but just, they'd probably be a little bit unhappy they didn't pick up that kill. And nice double from Nami there, just landing on both the players, but that bot turret is going to go down.
It is indeed. So, that is the first start of the game going to Team DuG. Nice pickup. The Varus and the Sonar are definitely, you know, putting on the pressure in this ball lane. Varus up 2 kills to Graves 1, and Varus is slightly higher CS as well, so well played by them. Especially after that, like, terrifying home guard Ramus game.
Yeah.
To come back from that is pretty goddamn good.
We see a nice off on the Varus there. Oh no, the follow-up misses just. Bad luck from Sonar there. And Varus, oh, he managed to get the exhaust with that. Now he can Varus pick up this kill. Seems not.
Doesn't look like he's going to go for it now.
Because Varus actually landed a very nice ult into the Graves there, but unfortunately they weren't able to follow that. Sonar ult just missed.
Yeah, Sonar flashed in crescendos, but unfortunately just at the Nami. And look, Ramus is coming behind.
Very brave Ramus there.
Very brave Ramus. Actually doing a lot of damage to Sonar. Things are going down. Ari is roaming down by herself. Lux might be able to cut her off though.
I think he might be able to pick up a kill here.
Does pick up the
does use his ult though, and we see Ramus potentially coming back in. He's just gonna back out. Yeah, let's back up. So yeah, Red Team's actually done very well to, as you said before, to come back from those early Ramus ganks. And I wonder if we will see Blue Team's tower drop off slightly with that Ramus. He did invest heavily into those home guard boots with Blitz's swiftness, so he won't be as strong early game it seems as Jarvan. Oh, sorry, mid game as Jarvan.
He has picked up that Spirit of the Elder Golem though, so he's very tanky at the moment. Jarvan's still just sitting on Wriggles. Even though he has that great CS at the moment, he hasn't cashed everything he has in the bank.
It's a big fight right now, they might here. And, Grace will try to pick up kill there, I feel. And, okay, 2 for 1.
If they get the Graves, it's going to be definitely worth wrecking though.
Yep.
So does the light binding. Graves might be able to 2v1 here, 1v2 rather. Nicely played. Did some orb walking, guided the skill shots. Good stuff.
Everything went wrong for their team. They missed the Jarvan flagful, Elixir Singularity, and the Stair. So they were not going to be too happy about that, but... And Ari's actually roaming down here. Ari's on full HP, she might be able to pick up the slug. And she does, nicely done. Can she pick up Jarvan as well? Looks like she will. Nicely done by Ari there. And so we've seen ganking a bunch, so some very nice roaming this game.
Yeah, and Ari is the champion for it as well. So mobile, has a charm to bring them back. Does so much damage to that orb of deception. When it returns, it does true damage. It just hurts. So, very well played. Ari sitting on 4-0 and 1. Has got the Death by Grass now. It's going to start bringing the pain, really.
Definitely, and we have seen him pick up that Deathfire Grasp, and I think he got it last game as well, so obviously he quite likes that item there.
Yeah.
And top turret has gone down for red team. In fact, I think that went down a little while ago, just wasn't paying too much attention. And we do see a pink ward go down on Dragon here, so we might see a fight break out. And now we're actually counter warding quite nicely there, and it's gonna... Oh, we see a teleport go down by Lux. Yep, and just gonna farm up some more creeps.
Yeah, I think Lux might have been down bot.
Yeah, I think she might have been looking for a fight there, but it just didn't really pan out.
Nami bubble meshes, and Rammus is coming in.
Oh, hold on. That Rammus has actually dropped quite low already though before he gets into the fight.
Wow, and Jarvan's here with his Tiamat. Picked up a kill on the Nami.
And we see Rammus has actually picked up that Spirit of the Ancient Golem, so it's going to be a little bit tankier than before. And yeah, still that Rammus 3-1-3 has been part of 6 of his team's kills.
Yeah, very, very effective. And he's going to get a Thorn Mail next, that's what it looks like to me. He has got the Chain Mail and the Combat. I can't imagine he gets anything else. Equalizer goes down with 4 people. Nice crescendo, nice laser as well though, and I think the team is going better for the Brick team at the moment. Ari does get a kill, and as I speak too soon, and 2 members of the Brick team do go down. And Ari, as with that Spirit Dash, is chasing after the Malphite. I'm not sure she's going to be able to get him though. And that was a very well executed team fight from the blue team. They just peeled away. No one actually died. They went very low, however, and I thought it was incredibly well played.
Yeah, I think, oh, and Malphite's gonna go down as well, it looks like. No, he goes down. And I think, blue team did actually pick up on a little bit of a mistake there by, Team DuG, because that Jarvan actually chucked down his flag and then didn't actually, manage to land anything with it, so they just really didn't have a potential re-engage or a disengage, chance there, so once Rumble landed that ult, it just all went horribly wrong for them.
Yeah, I agree. So Rumble just waits there in top lane. They're all going to be feeling pretty happy with themselves after that big team fight. Blue team definitely pulled ahead there. The gold has finally started to go in favor of the blue team. Only 900 gold difference though at this point in time, so not an insurmountable goal for the red team by any means. I found it interesting that this Jarvan has opted to get to that Tiamat after the switch. A lot of damage coming out.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah.
Don't see it too often, but it's good to see some new builds.
Yeah, Barrett's forced to use the Chanticleer option in the spot lane, just to stop the Graves and the Nami from doing too much work on him. I also popped the barrier there to mitigate some of the damage.
And we see Jarvan giving up that blue buff to the Lux there, which is always a good thing to do.
Yeah, always a nice thing.
And
conversely, Rammus actually steals it away from Zari.
So Rammus there has got no love for his mid laner, so bad luck, Ari. You're not getting that blue. His teleport is up actually, so we might see him. And there is a ward down in that brush by blue team down bot lane, so is he going to go for that? he does actually teleport down to it, and oh, they've run off. But he does have home guard. He's going for it. He's going right in.
Does get the taunt up on Sona. A lot of damage going down as well. Looks like they might be able to pick up double kill. The Death by Grasp Ignite is more than enough, and godlike. This Ari making plays. Things are going down. Looks like they're going to do the dragon now as well. And
we might see. We might see Lux try and steal some laser. See how well she does. She's angling over there. They do have a ward up, and just missed the big nice stem. And just yeah, that's just another little tip. We saw the Rammus teleport to that ward down there. I mean, for you guys watching, if you don't already know, it's always nice to drop a ward down there if you go someone teleports. It just opens up those ganks down on bot.
Yeah, definitely. It's like something you can do to make your teleport ganks that more effective. Like put the ward somewhere really well positioned to start the next team fight. And we saw happen.
We just saw the power of that home guard. We saw the power of that home guard there as well. I mean, Rammus just covered so much. We have actually had a disconnect from the Sona, so I wonder if we do see pause come out.
Yep, that's absolutely fine, and Sona will hopefully reconnect quickly and be back into it.
I suppose should probably have a quick talk about the builds here. It seems that Rammus has picked up that Thornmail, like you predicted, so he's going to be very, very tough to deal with now, with that Spirit of the Ancient Golem and the Thornmail. The Rumble actually looks like he's going to be going for Riley the Andrews, possibly.
Yep, that's pretty standard as well. He's also got a Mercury Tread. That's just going to help against the CC that the team has, and they have a lot of CC, if we're being honest, from pretty much every single champion, so good pick up there for Merc Treads. For Varus, very standard, Bloodthirster into Venom Dancer. Sona, in fact, is the one on our team to get the Aegis, and so that's actually going to be built into a lock of the Iron Solari after the blow-up changes. So that was interesting as well. I guess that's because the Jarvan wasn't building those defensive team items, and has instead opted for that Wriggles into Tiamat that we commented on before. So that's pretty strong. As long as the team has a locket, it's definitely alright. And Lux has opted for Athenes, hasn't picked up anything else just yet.
Yeah, if we look at the AD carriers, they have essentially exactly the same items, minus like a Doran Slade there and a Cloak of Agility over on the Varus.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. And Graves is actually sitting on 1,400 gold, or 1,500 gold in fact, although the Varus is only sitting on a couple of hundred, so Graves is definitely going to go back and be that much closer to completing his Venom Dancer.
And Graves actually with a 1,000 gold lead here.
Yeah, and I think that's just from the kills and the dragons, and they have 2 turret advantage as well. So that's where the gold lead is coming from, as CS is very similar, and they only have, he has an extra kill on this Varus, so.
And I'm going to give some props to my man Nublet rocking the Shamrock Malphite. He's actually done really well to keep up in CS in that lane. I mean, even he did get taken down by a gank, and he's been ganked 2 or 3 times, I believe, but he's done well.
He has, and I find it interesting that he has got this Rod of Ages.
Yes, that is
unconventional item, but apparently it's working well for him. It definitely gives him the sustain, the HP, the mana, and the ability power. So all these things Malphite does. Malphite does love, so.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Rod of Ages, it's not, I wouldn't call it a bad item on Malphite, but I'm not too convinced about it this game, just because that Jarvan has also gone sort of full damage mode. I feel like that Malphite could have tried to tank up a little bit more, like perhaps something like a Chalice and then building a bit more HP, but we'll see how it works out for him.
Yeah, and hopefully the Sona gets back soon. She does have quite a while though, so we should be absolutely fine.
Yeah, man, I think Sona's done well to pick up that early Aegis because they are playing against Rumble and Dari, so like they really don't want to just be heading into a team fight and getting one of their team members dropped instantly.
Yeah, I really do like the Aegis pickup. I think it might have been better on the Jarvan because he has more global presence at the moment. But as soon as Sona starts grouping with the rest of her team, that will definitely pay off for them. And she's definitely going to build that into Locket of the Iron Solari. There is quite a bit of magic damage coming out from the blue team. Rumble and Ari, double AP, so it's a pretty core item in my opinion. What do you think of the new changes, like removing Bulwark from the game and changing the build path into Locket? Do you like it?
I quite like it. I quite like it because it just means, I think in a way as well, I mean, maybe not so much for high level play, but it just means for the game in general, I think they just want to add in sort of more decisions to make for support, because before you'd had some support sort of shying away from that locket, even if it was technically better, just because they thought, oh, I'll buy this locket but I'll never use it. So they're just automatically going for Aegis. So I quite like it in that sense. And
I think it was kind of weird. Like they were like, why don't we make it so that like no one builds Bulwark anymore? But all that's going to happen is people are going to build Lock of the Iron Solari every single game. Like they didn't really change it. Like they're still going to only build one item, but it's just going to be a different item now. So maybe if that's what they wanted,
it does help a little bit with if they were concerned about teams stacking those lockets as well, like getting a locket in the jungle and a locket on your support. Because I mean, you can still stack them if you want, but you are sort of wasting a little bit of gold there because you are doubling up on that Aegis.
Yeah, I agree.
And we see Ari looking to be going for that Abyssal Scepter, which is going to be really strong with that double AP. Do you think that one of their team members might pick up a Will of the Ancients here, or they just bypass that and go for more damage?
I'd love to see a Will of the Ancients. Like, we've seen like a resurgence of double AP comps, and that was played a lot in late Season 2, and Water was the item to go for. The Spell Vamp, the Ability Aura was just really helpful. So to see it again would be like nostalgic, really. It has been, 6 or 7 months since that build was popularized. It'd be cool to see it again. Like, pimp out the old skill build. Definitely effective, so.
And we see actually Sona hasn't got, actually rusted at Aegis straight away and hasn't picked up a Sightstone, opting to go for more pink wards. That may come back to bite him a little bit, sort of mid to late game. But
I agree as well, yeah.
I suppose that Nami actually hasn't got those pinks herself, but they've got, if we just look at the map here, they've got 4 wards down a bot lane. It's going to be very, very difficult for Red Team to pull off a successful gank there.
Sightstone's just so much more cost efficient, even than GP5 items in my opinion. You should really just rush that Sightstone before you get anything else. Just because if you're buying 4 or 5 wards, you've pretty much bought half a Sightstone already. You might as well get the Sightstone and then use the rest of the money to buy pink wards, or even to step into another item, like I don't know, a Locket or a Shirelius or something like that. Like, pick up the Sightstone first. Yeah, particularly in the early laning phase, because Sightstone is sort of deceptively efficient in that sense, because people think I can only get 2 of those wards down, but if you get the full timing on both those wards, then you reset them again. That's just so strong. Like, you save yourself so much gold. Yeah, you do.
So we are seeing Sona's having a little bit of trouble getting back into this game. Hopefully he can reconnect all right. So, but for now you just get to hear our beautiful voices. So, lucky you guys.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to link you guys the brackets into chat if you guys want to look it up. It's quite interesting, in fact. Like, we've already gotten through the first 4 rounds, in fact. I think we are in round 4 at the moment, so let me just double check. It looks like we are indeed. So the tournament only has 3 more to go. The grand finals for this are going to be best of 3 rather than a single elim. Just the reason behind that is we have so many participants in this tournament. Although a lot of teams default, it's still like a very convoluted double elimination. So it's much easier to run single elim right up to the grand finals. So it'll be cool to see. And a lot of games have been played already. And it looks like Silver Surfers are the first team to come through into what looks like the semi-finals to me, if I'm reading this bracket correct. So congrats to them for making it through so far. And if you guys have any favorite teams or anything like that, make sure you tell me who they are in Twitch chat so I know who to cheer for and who to be biased for. And it doesn't look like from the chat between the 2 teams that Sona is coming back anytime soon. We still have 20 minutes left of delay. It'd be good if we didn't have to use all of it, but it's there just in case. The Sona does need to reset the router, reset the PC and all that good stuff. Alright, I'm just going to look up the rules for what happens if the board times out. Alright, apparently he's loading in now, so we're going to get back into this shortly. Have we got the rogue fire on the stream still? Alright, sounds like he is on a bio break or something like that at the moment. Well, a very busy OCG chat channel on the PvP client. We've got 66 people sitting in there. Pretty popular at the moment. It's pretty good.
Can you hear me, Scott?
Yep, we back?
Yeah, I think I have my mic muted today. I was just saying before, when I was talking to myself that, I thought I could potentially just drive to his nearest net cafe, which I've done in a ranked game before. My computer decided to die on me, wouldn't turn back on about 3 minutes in, and I was playing Jungle Nocturne, so I got back at 20 minutes with us 2 innings down, and the game ended very badly, but I committed. The team appreciated it. And I say they appreciated it, they still all reported me, but hey.
Oh no. Yeah, I hate when it's out of your control as well, and you just can't get back on. New Zealand internet's like that sometimes. Alright, so hopefully loading in now, and we'll get into it shortly. So, does the stream catch up to where we are, catch up to live, or do we still have this 3 minutes delay, is what I want to know. I'll go check it out.
I think we still have a 3 minute delay. I remember thinking that when we were playing a tournament a while back, but yeah, I suppose it's good to check.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So yeah, guys, while you have some spare time, make sure you do like our Facebook page, facebook.com/OceanicGaming. There's also a purple follow button under the stream. If you guys haven't already clicked it, please do so. It really helps us out. These statistics and metrics and all those good things, they help us get sponsors so we can hold bigger tournaments in the future. So if you have, 10 seconds of spare time, not too hard to hit like on the page, hit follow on the button, and we'll get into it shortly.
Yep, and that really helps us out if you like our Facebook page. Just allows us to have bigger reach and keep running these tournaments and offer some prizes. And shout out to Tyron or Zeus, who's just joined our stream. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Alright, so apparently his computer turned off, then wouldn't turn on, but it is now. So he is coming back.
Classic.
Oh yeah, I've also been told to say, if anyone wants to help support us and what we do, there is a big donate button under the stream. So, of course, it's not mandatory. If you have spare change, you're one of those high money rollers, and you do like the game, you can donate, but definitely not a requirement, guys. Just help us out.
If you're if we have any sort of lavish ballers out there, we appreciate everything we get.
The monarchy, bro.
Basically, yeah, any money you donate just goes right back into us running more tournaments and offering better prizes, so don't worry, we won't be wasting it on ourselves.
Yeah, buy a 6-pack of Dez while we shout outs, all good.
Hey, if you want to donate personally to me, I could probably chuck in my bank details and stream.
Yeah, just hand it in cash, Don't tell anyone else either.
Yeah, but honestly, guys, yeah, much prefer you to donate to OCG and we'll keep running these tournaments. Anyway, thanks for all the love. If you want any shoutouts, feel free to hit us up in chat, or if you've got any favourite champions, any comments on the builds, comments on the teams, we'd love to hear from you. And it looks like we are back into the game now, and I'm pausing just now, and Soda's back in the game, so that's good. No one likes to see a sort of default game from a disconnect.
And the unpause is good, so everyone's recalling, and it looks like the lanes are just going to reset like normal.
And yep, we're just back into it now. We do see that ward from blue team there with W5 right in the middle of the map, which is, well, I mean, they've got that mid turret down, so that just gives them sort of a bit more vision. And also another thing for Rams to TP onto.
Yeah, where are the oracles? I don't think we have any oracles picked up just yet. I've just scrolled through. Nope, no oracles at all. I think at this point in the game,
Nami's just picked up one in her inventory.
Oh, it hasn't popped it just yet. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Oracles is up, so right, that's good map control by Nami being provided. It's definitely something you want around this point in the game when map vision is just so crucial. So we're seeing the 5 members of the group mid lane actually aggressively going onto this Ahri. Ahri's gonna go down. 500 bounty goes as well on the Varus.
And Jarvan does get, Jarvan gets dropped, but he does manage to get that ult up before he dies, so well done by him there. Oh, the Nami nice. Missing everyone, he's not going to be too happy with that. Oh, nice work from the Graves there.
Wow, the blue team is still having so hard on Team DuG. They picked up 1 for 3 at the moment. And it looks like Rammus is going to be able to roll onto the Flux. Maybe hit him out with the light binding. Doesn't look like it though, and he's going to get the... Oh, misses the Torn tag. Bad luck. Now Rammus is Sami.
Are you light Scott, or are you second behind?
I think I might be a second behind.
Oh, cool.
And Sami does go down, and I'm left down.
Interesting fight there. I mean, purple team does pick up the 3 for 1. They managed to engage sort of very hard onto the Ahri, I think there, but they just couldn't really follow it up. And I suppose that we did see the problem there with one of the issues with going full damage Jarvan, and that as soon as he sort of jumped into that fight, he just got dropped straight away. I mean, he did get a nice ult off, but he just really wasn't there.
Yeah, so that was well played by DuG to group aggressively, and well played to pick up the art. I feel like they overcommitted though. Jarvan went in and got blown up really quickly by the Graves, and the rest of them kind of got picked off on the
and Sona might get caught out here actually. And Sona, the charm misses, but he is going to get taunted by the Rammus, and he is going to go down. So just a nice little pick up there.
Yeah, definitely. Sona didn't have Crescendo up. She doesn't for a couple more seconds, so it was a nice pick. 1 for 0 is always good, and both Lux and Varus missed their bindings. And Ahri looks like she's going to walk away safely here.
Yep, they're just going to walk out. And as you said earlier, that's the sight stone, or the lack of the sight stone of stone was, I think, really, really hurting the red team here. They've got 3 wards down on the whole map, which is actually more than blue team at the moment, but you know, it's obviously not too strong.
Yeah, I agree. And it looks like blue team are encroaching on purple team's mid turret. I wonder if they are going to be able to siege this. They don't have like a long range 80 carry or anything like that, but I'm not sure they need one at this point. Now I'm just clearing wards away with the oracles. Still a really good pickup in my opinion.
Yep, I think they should be able to siege it quite nicely. I mean, Malphite still is stuck up in that top lane. His teleport is up actually. His teleport is up, so he can jump to the team fight with the team there. And a nice chance for the Ahri. They might be able to pick up the Soda before. Yep, they pick up that Soda before she can get her ult off. So I don't know. I feel she got a little bit caught out there. It's a good work from Ahri to sort of charm me over the wall. And
yep,
Sona
does have Crescendo, so she went down without using it as well.
Yeah. That might still go then. We still see Rumble putting a lot of pressure onto that bot lane. Actually, Malphite is in that brush there, but he's been spotted out by a ward, so the team's just going to back off. I think what we're seeing here is blue teams slowly but surely just pressuring all the lanes and building up a bit of a lead. They have opened up a 5,000 gold advantage, so they do have sort of a better map presence. Actually, they don't have too many wards at the moment, but I don't know. Red team's kind of stuck in their base, and we see Ahri picking up the blue buff there.
Yeah, Ahri's definitely in a good place at the moment. 8-1 and 9. Sorry, 8-1 and 4. Very strong.
I think, yeah, red team. What do you think? I feel like they need a big team fight here. They need something like a Malphite ult into a Sona ult into, you know, just dropping the full wombo basically, some sort of order.
Yep. And I think they would win a team fight if they did get all those 5 ultimates off in conjunction with one another. But so far they haven't been able to do it, and hopefully they can group and get that done in the fullness of time, really.
Because the strength of blue team is, or the problem for the purple team here, in my mind, is that if they go for the hard engage and they don't pick off someone very quickly, or they don't drop someone in the initial engage, then blue team has a really, really strong disengage, or just turning around and dropping them. I mean, they've got that equalizer, they've got the Nami ult, Ahri can dash away. We're probably going to see a big fight here, actually, around Dragon. And Malphite's not actually there, so we'll have to see, and Rammus isn't there either. Rammus teleporting in, and yeah, it's just not going. Actually, no, that went a lot better than that.
My client has frozen, so you're gonna have to take it from here while I get back.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna leave that for you. And we have actually seen 4 members of purple team go down, and Ram is following up on the Malphite here as well. but Malphite's just going to walk away. So it was a 4 for 3 though. Initially I thought Purple Team was going to be in a lot of trouble because they didn't have that Malphite, but what I hadn't realised was Ramos is still on the base. But they are going to get the Dragon out of that, so 4 for 3 in Dragon, they're going to be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I can imagine so. Alright, and I am back into it. And I am live now, so yeah. And the Dragon is going to go to the blue team as well, and the gold gap has raised to 5.5k, so they're definitely pulling ahead, really. Does Ramos just so tanky at the moment?
We see Tyron in the stream is just telling us he thinks Varus is actually maxing the wrong skills. It looks like he's maxed his arrow and the... Sorry, I can't quite remember the name of that tool there. Maxed his arrow and the hail of arrows.
Yep. I feel like right now, Golden Power got moved to his casting arrow, his Q, so you can max that and you can max W. I think it's not too much of a big deal. Definitely you need to max your Q for in lane, but you have your choice really of maxing your Blight stacks or your hail of arrows later on. So I think it's okay. He maybe wanted to max his W. It might help him against Rammus a little bit better, but still, Rammus isn't going to go down very easily, regardless of what he does.
Yeah, I suppose, with an AoE team as well, he might have just wanted to get as much AoE damage as possible, and just as big a sword as possible. Anyway, good to have some interaction though, thanks for the, thanks for the
questions, the commentary? Yeah.
Okay, and we're sort of seeing a little bit of a quieter period of the game settling in here, just top lane's farming up. We might see W5 looking to push mid here, and Malphite actually is recalling, so we might see a fight go down shortly. They are going to pick up this turret though. And we see blue team just rotating up towards that top turret there. And Ari actually being a little bit, that's what I'm looking for, sneaky here, just camping it on that brush.
Yeah, I think they're baiting using the Rumble, and I think it might work, in fact. If someone comes to put a ward down in the bush or face check or anything like that, they're definitely going to go down. Jarvan, he actually catches them out with a nice Demacian standard, so well played by him to, sense the bait was coming and check the nearest possible bush. Wow.
No, they just used their Sona ult and the Varus ult before the fight started there.
This is going very well for the red team, though. The Wombo does come out, and they've already picked up 4 members, just the Rumble alive. It feels like Team DuG just landed the Wombo. They've wanted to all get off, and Rumble is going to go down as well. I think it's inevitable. It's just delaying.
They should be able to pick up Baron off this too.
Yep. Ping has gone down. They're not looking like they want to do it just yet. Alright, no, the call has gone out. Baron it is. And yeah, you called it. You said that you felt like Team DuG could probably win if they did get their Wombo off, and in fact they did. So that was an
very interesting
one.
And a very interesting fight there. I actually thought initially that Purple Team were going to be in a lot of trouble there because they actually used the Varus ult and the Sona ult before the fight started, and neither of them hit anyone. But it just seems, they just had so much Wombo that they could just back it up anyway. They had the Jarvan ult, the Malphite ult, and Lux ult, and they actually managed to drop those members before they could use their abilities, and they picked up the Aspen and Baron. So they're right back in this game now. So look before that, sort of blue team were just slowly but steadily taking control of the game, but it's actually evened up quite a bit. And they've actually narrowed that gold lead to just under 3,000 as well, so nicely played by them.
Yeah, I'm incredibly impressed. And it looks like blue team are going to try again. They're going to be pretty wary though. That Baron is on, let me just check if it got onto the Sona. No, okay, it's on 4 members of Team DuG. And they can definitely use that to snowball that small advantage they just got for themselves. The gold is still 3k ahead for the blue team, so Baron buff is almost a saving grace though. It definitely offers the stats to make that gold different and eligible, so well done. And the pause is coming out again.
I wonder if Sona's stats still having some issues with his computer.
Mouse problems, so it looks like it will be a quick fix, hopefully.
And we do see Hunter onto the stream to defend his ability build. Saying actually we were right back into the game, so just a quick pause there.
Yep, make sure you do jump to live. Pauses do seem to miss the live timer a little bit. Nice bubble on Hunter in the bot lane. gets completely one-shot. All set up by the support as well, so Jack's doing a good job.
And that is the Baron buff lost on him, so that's... Oh, nice charm there onto the Ahri. Onto the Sona. Sona forced to use the flash, and Lance's ult does not put out... Nice ult on Malphite there, and re-engage. And there we go, there's just the Wombo coming out once more.
And it definitely is going in favor of Team DuG. That Wombo is so strong.
They should be able to pick up the scrape as well. And oh, he flashed a nice flash over the wall. Oh, and Light's following up. Nicely done. Picks up the double buff too. So once again, we just see that strong Wombo combo just dropping everyone. Once they land, I saw the Malphite rotating down there to try and land the ult. He landed the ult on 2 players, and they just followed up and absolutely smashed them.
Yeah, they did, and that was a 4-for-1 again in favor of Team DuG, and they're definitely using this Baron to great advantage. They're actually just shutting down this turret, face tanking it. A couple of wards went down, a little bit of miscommunication, I think. That's alright. Yeah, so Lux Laser comes out to clear out all the 6 creeps to get some more pressure onto the map.
And so yeah, I mean, Purple Team really just pull themselves back into this game. So I mean, that's just why the people out there who play a bit of solo queue as well. If you've got a strong team comp like this, or just in general, you never want to give up, because we saw them sort of slowly just losing the game, and then they picked up 2 really strong team fights and at Baron, and now they've narrowed that goal lead to 1k. It will be interesting to see how the 5v5 goes, because Rumble wasn't actually in that fight. He was cut off from the team, but I mean, it still wasn't 4v4 because Varus is already dead, and Purple Team just, I don't know, having the stronger team fight, it seems.
Yeah, I agree. Blue buff is being picked up by Ahri again. The Aegis has been picked up by Nami. I feel like that's something they sorely need. They really need to pick up that locket. They all need to get a Negatron cloak to help protect against this Wombo combo. And Blue Team can still win this. They definitely still have the gold advantage. But I reckon Negatron cloak per player, and they'll win the team fight. Just to block all that damage, because Varus' ult, Sona's ult, Lux's ult, and Malphite's ult all scale through AP and do magic damage. So they need to pick that Negatron up.
And if we have a quick look at the item builds here, it seems both Ahri and the Rumble have picked up that Seeker's Arm Guard. So once they manage to, if they can finish off that Hourglass, that will give them a lot of strength against that Wombo combo. Because if you have 2 players, you can just. Oh, and actually, Rumble getting caught out here, he may go down. And he managed to flash away. Very nice light binding by the Lux there.
And it looks like they're just going to let him go and maybe start pushing onto other people or onto turrets. And it looks like the rest of the Blue Team might get cashed out here. 3 members get knocked out by Malphite's unstoppable force. Lux Laser does come across them all. So many low HP bars for Team Blue Team, and they are going to peel away. Equalizer does come down. Rumble went in 1v5. I would not recommend that, and Rumble does go down. 2 members of Team DuG are very low, but...
Bit of a strange decision there, I thought, for the Rumble to go in. He did land a decent equalizer, but it could have been a bit better, but I think he just thought he was stronger than he was, and eventually just got dropped. And also, bit of a shout out to Seiko there on the support. We saw him letting someone else have that kill, just sort of hovering around that Rumble, I believe, on no HP, and just letting someone else take it.
Yeah, well played. Red Team also picking up the Dragon. For the first time in, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, they are actually up in gold. So they're going to be pretty happy about that. Yeah, nice pickup all around.
Yeah, they're starting to take control of this game, actually. They've won the last 3 team fights in a row. So let's see if they're able to capitalize on that.
And I think they will be able to. They've decided to get some really sick items as well. We're heading into that late game phase where everyone is getting 2 or 3 core items, and it's starting to be very scary.
Actually, we've seen that Ahri just pick up that Hourglass, and the Rumble has picked up that needlessly large rod, so he won't be too far finishing the Hourglass as well. We'll have to see if that makes a difference in these team fights, because as I said earlier, if they can Hourglass to dodge a lot of that damage, it's going to be very, very strong for them. And it just means that there's a couple of fewer targets, really.
Yeah, I agree. Hourglass as the Malphite is coming in, or something like that, and pretty much all the Wombo is going to be useless, because everything will go off at the same time, and you can dodge, maybe a couple of thousand damage, really, with that 1.5 seconds. Is it 2.5 seconds? Let me have a look. Oh, no one's actually picked up the Zhonya's yet, so I can't compare.
The Ahri's got it.
Alright, so there's 2.5 seconds. So that's a big amount of time to be invulnerable for, so... Nice.
Yeah, but I really like that Abyssal Step onto the Malphite as well, just sort of recognizing that that's going to help them quite a lot with the Lux on their team. And we see that Lux has got some sick items right now. And the Zonya's the well, what's it called? The Holy Grail.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Alright, so Baron's being set up again. Team DuG definitely have the timer. I'm not sure if the blue team do. WangasWarriors.
They seem to know something's going on though, because they're hovering around there. Well, we have seen lockets picked up by both supports as well, so that's going to help out quite a bit, I suppose, for that Wombo combo. And yeah, let's see what goes on. A bit of sort of Baron dancing here going on. Or actually, no, they're just clearing out wards. They may actually look for an engage here. Malphite's playing very aggressively.
Pretty aggressively, yeah. Malphite is so tanky as well. Abyssal sets the Sunfire Cape and Rod of Ages as well as his Nerf trade. He's pretty happy with himself, I think, in terms of survivability, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does feel like he could initiate on 3 or 4 members. And
Baron has come
Baron has been... There's no wards as well, no vision of it from the blue team. I think they could...
so it looks...
I think they're sitting with Death Bush.
They look to be baiting it out. We see the pings go out from the blue team here. Actually, they have pinged out where they are, so they might be onto this.
No, I mean, he's going to
up low.
Nice chop chain coming out from the Barret. And it looks like Graves is going to be okay. He is doing a lot of damage to the backline. Crescendo does come across the Graves, however. Graves is going in too deep and is going to go down to Barret. Shouldn't have gone so deep after that stoner, I think. And it looks like DuG is going to clean up the team fight, just Varus and Ari remaining. Ari's actually behind the back, is coming in to go after this J4, and J4 does go down. So that was a 3 for 3 in fact.
Yeah, I think one of the key points in that fight to note is that the Malphite went for an ult onto Ari, who was by herself, and missed. So they just didn't have that crucial component of the team fight that they needed there. I mean, if he'd saved this ult and waited for Jarvan to ult up and win it 2 or 3 minutes to that team, I felt like DuG really would have cleaned up that team fight, because the Malphite spent so much time going for the ult on Ari and just sort of fighting him 1v1. I mean, it just meant they didn't have that sort of attack speed debuff onto the Graves, and I don't know, it was a really disjointed team fight in general. I felt the Malphite won't be too happy with how that played out.
Nah, not at all in my opinion. But that's alright, like, live and learn kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Malphite's just one of those things that next team fight, they'll talk about it amongst themselves, and next team fight he'll save that ult. And yeah, it just felt like I don't know, they got them low, they got blue team low, and they still did pick up 3 kills, but with that Malphite, it could have been sort of a 4 for 1 or 4 for 0. So sorry, Nooblet, I do love you running that teleport and running the Shamrock Malphite, but gonna have to call you up for that one.
Alright, so both teleports are up for Lux and Malphite and Rammus, so we could see some tele plays coming out. Really based on what happens. Baron is still up as an objective, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see another Baron dance. Oracle's is on no members right now. That's interesting. Oracle's did time out, and looks like they're still waiting to get another one.
Oh, actually, Rumble's got one up, I just noticed. So he must have picked that up just earlier. It was interesting to me that Nami, actually, we might see a fight about to go down. Rammus has got his Powerball up. It's going to be very, very dangerous purple team there.
Well. Actually, getting a nice one on the Barret as well. Barret does go down almost instantly. Jarvan picks up the Ari, however. Lux has gotten the Graves, and it looks like it's in favor of Team DuG at the moment. That wombo combo is just so strong. Rumble is going down as well. Dami on Lux is picked up while Rumble is in that Junkyard Titan. And nice Demacian Standard and Dragon Strike coming out from Jarvan, knocking up the Rammus, and Rammus might go down here as well. Nice slow as well from that Golden Shield. Golden Aegis, rather.
And they took up that 4 for 2.
Yeah, 4 for 2. In favor of Team DuG as well. And I'm not sure they can do Baron without a AD carry, but they can definitely push on to the turret.
Yeah, and we might see Malphite just run in and take this turret here. And, yep, that's what he's going to do. Nami's not going to be able to do a whole lot. He's taking a lot of damage there. I felt like he... Actually, no, they're 4 minutes down. They should be able to pick up the inhib off the back of this. They will have to be careful to go for it. No, they are just going to back out. Okay, fair enough. I mean, they don't want to see you sort of Ari and Graves pick up home guard and just crush their team and pick up Barons. That's fair enough. And then also I've got to give some props to Nublet. He definitely redeemed himself in that fight. He landed an ult onto at least 3 members, possibly 4, which just set them out really, really nicely at the start of that fight. So as you say, live and learn. He definitely picked up on his mistake from last time and corrected it. So well done. And we see DuG picking up the dragon here, so it's a good play from them. I was curious to see if blue team might have gone for the Baron rush, because red team was a little bit low, but they've opted not to and just playing a bit more safely. They've got out that pink ward on the dragon there, on the Baron, sorry.
Yeah, and this game is still so close, 31 to 29. The wombo combo coming up from Team DuG is still so effective, and it will be until those Negatron cloaks have been finished on every single member of blue team. Maybe even a Banshee's Veil, like 5 Banshee's Veils or 5 GAs would be like a really good way to get back into this, because it looks like Team DuG just forced the team fights around Baron, and they're winning every single team fight. So
yeah, we do see the Rammus building towards that Banshee's Veil. And do you think Graves with their Guardian Angel changes, do you think he's going to be building to that, or perhaps a Quicksilver Sash? Or a Banshees?
It could be any of those defensive items. I personally go for a GA, but let's see what he ends up going for. It'll be interesting to see.
And just clearing out some wards here with the Oracles on the Sona. And we see Varus has actually picked up that Quicksilver Sash, which I think is actually very strong in this thing, because what he doesn't want is just get taunted or charmed by that Ahri and just get blown up instantly before the fight begins.
Yeah. Alright, and it looks like maybe they might bait out another Baron. They do have their Oracles, they are clearing out wards. They might set up a Death Bush of some description. They're playing very defensively at the moment. They definitely don't want to start doing the Baron.
Oh, they're in trouble if Malphite ults into this. And where's Malphite? There we go. Did manage to pick up. Malphite's ult is still up, so I'd like to see him ult soon. There we go. Very nice ult from him. Hits all 3. Hits 3 members of team. That's Rammus's. Sorry, the Graves GA down. He did pick up the Guardian Angel, and that's another ace of Team DuG.
1 for 5. Yeah, well played.
I think that
GG
that
well
could
played
be-
calls are coming out as well.
Yeah, that looks like it should be game over.
And yeah, I think that is GG. Well played by Team DuG for holding on after, you know, it felt like WangasWarriors really did have the early game.
Yeah, they got off to a really strong start with that Rammus as well, with those home guard boots, but I don't know, it just sent him behind a little bit of gold, I suppose, mid-game, and that wombo combo from Team DuG just went really well. I mean, the turning point in that game, it's good to see the GG calls out and them trying to set up some scrims. I really like that.
Good stuff from these guys, like good sportsmanship for the New Zealand scene, which is always nice to see. So yeah, you said it earlier, it was good that they held on, like they didn't give up at any point, and the wombo combo team fights really did start bringing it back to them, and that was enough, and Team DuG did take away the victory just from team fighting incredibly well.
Yep, and I'm going to give my Roguefire Player of the Game award to Nublet on Malphite there. I really like the fact that he had that one mistake that cost him a little bit with his ult onto the Ahri, and then the next fight and the fight after that, he corrected that and got 2 very nice ults off. So well done and well played by him. And also, I mean, it was definitely a toss-up between him and that Rammus, because Rammus did really well early game. Sort of set up his team, set up the game really nicely for his team, but unfortunately they just weren't able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, I agree. Alright guys, so we're probably going to have a small break before we head into this next game. I'll let you know in chat who we're going to be spectating. Thank you so much for watching. If you have some spare time, please like our Facebook and hit that follow button under the stream. It really does help us out. Rockfire and I will sign out, and we'll be back up with the next game very shortly. So thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you soon.
And remember to tell all your friends to jump on the stream, get us some more numbers. We love you all. If you want any shout-outs, just hit us up. If you've got any comments on the games, the tournament, shoutcasting, anything in general, hit us up. We'd love to talk back to you guys, and we'll be back soon.